Billboard Charts Week 29. February 15, 2025. Jimin's Who on Billboard Charts. Jimin's Who has spent 28 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100 chart this week, ranking at number 36, extending its record as the third longest charting K-pop song of all time. Additionally, Who extended the record for the longest charting week on the chart among K-soloist songs to 28 weeks, following PSY's Gangnam Style. Longest charting song by K-acts on Billboard Hot 100 chart. Number 1 Dynamite, 32 weeks. Number 2 Gangnam Style, 31 weeks. And number 3 Who, 28 weeks. Jimin's Who debuted at number 22 on the Billboard Global 200 chart this week. It peaked at number 24 on the Billboard Global excluding US chart. Jimin's Who continues its 29th consecutive week on the Billboard Streaming Songs chart, ranking at number 27 this week. Who extended the record for longest charting week by a Korean artist to 29, behind PSY's Gangnam Style. Jimin spent his 36th week on the Billboard Artist 100 chart, ranking at number 76. Jimin extends his record as the K-soloist with the longest charting streak on the Billboard Artist 100 chart. Jimin's MUSE on the Billboard charts. Jimin's MUSE ranked number 2 on Billboard's World Albums chart this week. MUSE spent 29 weeks in the chart's top 10, surpassing Face's previous record of 28 weeks in the chart's top 10. It also extends the record for the second longest charting period for a Korean solo album, following Face's 63 weeks, with 29 consecutive weeks on the chart. Jimin's second solo album, MUSE, has been on the Billboard 200 chart for 29 consecutive weeks, ranking at number 131. MUSE continues to expand the record for the longest-running K-pop solo album of all time on the Billboard 200 chart. Moreover, on Spotify, oh my gosh, Jimin's 1 billion Spotify plaques for Like Crazy and Who. We can't wait for Jimin to see his plaques when he returns from service. Congratulations Jimin, we're so proud of you Jimin. In addition, Jimin's MUSE has now surpassed 300 million streams on the Spotify USA Daily chart. It's the first and only album by a K-soloist to achieve this feat in history. Furthermore, Jimin extends his record as the first and only K-pop soloist in history to have 10 songs with over 200 million streams each on Spotify. More, Smeraldo Garden Marching Band, featuring Loco, surpasses 200 million streams on Spotify. Jimin becomes the first and only K-soloist to have 10 songs that have achieved over 200 million streams on Spotify. Also, Jimin is the first and only K-pop soloist in Spotify history to have a solo song with 800 million, 900 million, 1 billion, 1.1 billion, and 1.2 billion filtered streams. Moreover, every year, Madame Tussauds in London, the world-famous wax museum, publishes its Hot 100 Wax of Fame, which lists 100 influential people in the world. Jimin was selected as one of the 30 musicians on this list in 2025. Madame Tussauds noted that Jimin's accomplishments, including becoming the first Korean soloist to top the Billboard Hot 100 with Like Crazy, and going on to achieve more records with Who, were potential outcomes, starting with his 2018 solo debut, Promise, which set a SoundCloud record for the highest first 24-hour debut, and how Jimin has understandably garnered attention from global producers. Our legendary artist's Jimin keeps smashing records and creating new ones. He continues to do so even while currently completing his mandatory military service. This global impact is admirable and insane. Jimin's solo era is making history.